Hello everyone, hello English lovers, and welcome on English channel of teaching English language. It's still new and need more audience and subscribers, so if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you are already one of English lovers on this channel, don't forget to like this video and to share it with your friends to make more English lovers. And we have a lot of surprises after reaching 100 subscribers. Well, in this video, we'll start learning English more clearly from the first point. Okay, to learn English, you don't know what we need. So do you know what we need? Okay, first of all, we need the rules. And without it, our English is meaningless. But I'm not going to talk about all of this. We are going to learn it step by step to make you understand, and I will talk more slowly to make who want to learn English language understand what I am saying. So first of all, let me say tense, and it's the synonym of the word time. Tense means the time, and this is our time scale, or tense scale. So I am going to tell you what we will do by needing it. So we have the past and the present and the future, as you're seeing. The past means what happened with us from before. What happened and completed, or what happened and didn't complete, maybe we will complete it in the future. The present is about the time we're doing right now, or now. It's about our way, what we are doing now. And we have the future, which means what will happen and what we'll do something we didn't happen yet. We don't know what's next. But in this video, we will talk about the past. It's just for the past. Well, we know that there is many tenses which describes the past. We have past simple and past continuous and past perfect. But today's lesson is about the past simple. So concentrate and pay this lesson your attention, please. Great. So first of all, you should know that we have two types of verbs. We have regular verbs and we have irregular verbs. Let me describe what's the regular verbs. The regular verbs which has its only rule and which doesn't change. Let me give you some examples. General example. We have the verb help, and which will be in the past simple, helped. We add the ed in the end. And about the irregular verb, general example, we have the verbs go, which will change to be went, and we will talk about it. And we have the verb have, which will change to be have. Well, let me show you that there is in irregular verbs, there is many verbs, just 30% about these verbs, and I will show you more in more videos about these irregular verbs. But let's just talk about the regular verbs, because the irregular verbs doesn't change and it has its only rule, and you have to keep it in your mind. So it doesn't have rules. So let's talk about the regular verbs. For the regular verbs, we have 5 rules. First, the first verb we have like the verb dance. Okay, you're seeing that the verb dance has the E in the end. Well, in this verb, we add the D in the end, which will be danced. Okay, the second rule, we have the verb help, and we added the ed in the end, and which made the verb helped. The third rule, we have the verb stop, and it changed completely in the end. We didn't add just the ed, we added another p and the ed, which made stopped by 2p in the end with ed. The fourth rule, we have the verbs, the verb try, which changed really completely with the verb y in the end, which became I, and we added the ed, which made tried, as you're seeing here. And we have the verb play, and we added just the ed. and which made the verb played. I know that maybe you didn't understand, but let me explain the first rule. Where everywhere you see a verb which has E in the end, add just the D. Okay? Add this just the D in the end. And this will make the past simple of the verb dance. Every word which end by the E in the end, just add the ed. The second, we have the verb help. Well, when you don't see any verb which doesn't have a Y, letter Y in the end, just add the ed. Add the ed. And we have the verb stop. Well, there is some words which you have to write a double letter of it, and I will write it in the end of the video, like the verb stop. We added the P and ed in the end. And we have this, please concentrate with me. The fourth rule, we have the verb try. And it really changed. We changed the Y by the E. But you don't know, because maybe you'll ask in your mind that why here in the verb try we replaced it by the letter I, and here in the verb of play we didn't change it by anything. We didn't change it by the letter I. Well, here we didn't change it. Well, when you have a verb which there is a Y in the end, don't ever, and when you sound it like I, like this symbol I, just try to replace the Y letter by the I and ed in the end. When you just sound it like I, like tried. And we have the verb play, which has the same letter of the verb try, the Y, but we don't sound it like play, we sound it like play. So when you sound any word like A, just add the ed and don't change the Y by another letter. Okay, and we have the verbs, how to change the past simple with I and you and we and many things, these nouns. Well, we say I was. There is some people sound it like I was. It's the same, but just sound it like was, and it will be more clearly and more like English. I was, you were, she was, it was, and he was. Let me describe for those who don't know about English language. Well, she when we describe or when we talk about the girl, he when we talk about a boy, and it when we talk about things or animals. And I will show you in more examples in more videos, because this video is just for explaining the past simple, and I will make more videos to show more examples and more exercises. And we have, as I said, I was, you were, it was, he was, she was, and we were, and you were, and they were. It's the same as you in the singular, because there is you which describes just one person, and there is you which describes many persons. But it's clearly when we talk about something. And there is also in the negative form, we always find the word not. It's the same as I was, but just add the word not. In fact, you can say I was not, and you can resume it to speak fast, like I wasn't, you weren't, he, she, it wasn't, we were. Some people speak it like we were, but in fact it's we were, to sound it more like English. And we have you weren't and they weren't. So I wasn't, you weren't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't, we weren't, you weren't, and they weren't. And I want to explain to you something more to make you understand fast that you in the singular and you here when we talk about persons, just always it's the same. You in the singular and that you. It's always the same to never be difficult for you to keep it in your mind. And we have in the interrogative form. Interrogative form, when you hear it, just saying yourself that it's really about a question. It's not something else. It's just about questions. So let me give you this example. Well, I was in the hospital, or I was at school, better. I was at school. Okay, this is in the affirmative form. So I want to change it to ask if I was at school. So let me change it in the interrogative form. Well, in the affirmative form, we have I was. To be easy for you, just change it, the I by was and the was by I. So it's the same. That's to be easy for you. So here we have I was, and in the interrogative, when we want to ask a question, here we have was I. Was I at school? Was I at school? It's really easy. And we have, let me give you another example for he or she. Well, she was very nice. So could you change it? Change it, please. Was she nice? Was she nice? So here we ask questions. So we have was I? Was I? And we have you were in the interrogative form. Were you? And we have was and he and she and it. Was he? Or was she? Or was it? Was it? And we have we were, which will be were we? Were we? We were there. Were we there? And we have were you? It's the same as the singular one. And we have were they? They were in the bar, for example. Were they in the bar? To ask a question. Well, I hope you understood how to be in the past simple by affirmative form, negative form, interrogative form. In the affirmative form, just to remember this I was. In the negative, add not. I wasn't. I was not. And in the interrogative form, just to ask a question. Was I? Was I? Like I was, but replace I by was and was by I. So it's the same. I hope you understood it. But if you will remember the first of affirmative I was and the first of negative I wasn't and the interrogative of I was by was I, you could remember the next of you and he and she and we. Just remember that I was, but in you we have were and in they we have were. And I will show you that in more examples, in more exercises, because I can't add an exercises here in this video. Well, we took a long time here, and I hope just you understood this lesson very well. And if you didn't understand, you could watch it again. I hope you'll benefit from this video. And as I said, I will show you more examples. Don't worry, after maybe 2 days or 3, and I will explain more and more because maybe some of you didn't understand. It's not really a hard thing to remember and to keep it in your mind. If you really want to speak English and if you really want to learn it, will never be so difficult for you because you use it in speaking, so it's really not that much hard. And we have, of course, many sentences. We have the past, we have the present, we have the future, and you have to learn many things. Like in the past, we don't have just the past simple, there is many things, and you could use it to speak English, and you need it. And without it, like I said from before in the first of this video, without it, our English, it's meaningless. So that's it. And as I said, there is the past simple, the past continuous, the past participate, and so there is many things, and the same for the present and the same for the future. And I know that you will remember it when you just keep it in your mind and when you remember it every morning. And I will make more videos to show how can you really speak English by different tips. I really try hard because I really took these advices for me, and I will show it for you because I really wanted to learn English language, and I will show you how did I learn. Maybe there is many steps you followed and you didn't know how to speak English, so I will share my ideas with me. Why not? So I hope you benefited from this lesson, the past simple. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Miss Lina, your teacher of English, was with you, and see you in my next video.